Glenn Spencer is a technology pioneer. In 2002, he moved to Arizona to find a solution for the border. He was the first to use a drone.
Aircraft is taking border security to new heights. Maria Nider shows us the Border Hawk now has a new toy, night vision.
But now the American Border Patrol has built the Border Hawk, an aircraft that sees through the darkness with an infrared camera to search and record foot traffic.
Glenn pioneered the use of ground sensors to tell the drones where to look.
On the ground, the crew monitors the plane's flight from a control center, patrolling hotspots where foot traffic triggers strategically placed sensor.
So when a sensor does go off, what we have is the ability to send that aircraft from wherever it is directly to that spot.
It's up to the U.S. Border Patrol to investigate the situation and take the immigrants into custody.
Our goal is to have clusters of these UAVs along America's borders, flying 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
But Glenn comes from a long line of pioneers who were part of the Western movement. Beginning in the early 1700s, they arrived from England, Germany, Ireland. They moved through the Cumberland Gap and across the prairie. From across the world, families settled in Joplin, Missouri. In the early 30s, Glenn's father, Glenn Sr., and uncles formed a singing group called the Spencer Brothers. Soon the brothers moved to California, where Kenneth and Forbes were part of a large hardware store in Long Beach called Spencer Brothers. Glenn and Tim moved to Hollywood. As an Army lieutenant, Dean was wounded during World War II. In Hollywood, Tim formed the singing group the Sons of the Pioneers with Bob Nolan and Leonard Sly. Leonard Sly is better known as Roy Rogers. Glenn's father, Glenn Sr., a member of ASCAP, wrote and arranged music for the Pioneers that were included in a number of movies, such as this one.
I had this town clock for a good strip today, what with the celebration and the coach race. And the old goon runs off the reservation. There's still a little lettuce to be made if I could whip up a good windjammer.
Of what?
If I could get a little help to make some music before I throw the pitch.
Maybe I can do something about it. Hey, Bob, Tim, Hugh, come on over here.
What is it, Roy?
Yeah. Help the little lady out, play her a tune or two.
What'd it be?
This.
An Indian maid, sighing wind and laughing water, sang her serenade. When at night her lover came, he would linger long. She would set his heart aflame with this little song. Wigwam bilo balamichikaimo, wigwam bilo balamichikaimo, wug wug
Wug wug.
Glenn Sr. is a member of the Western Music Hall of Fame. Here's a sample of songs recorded by the Sons of the Pioneers and others.
Maiden, tell me wigwam bilo means little teepee nest.
In a very real sense, Glenn Spencer could be called a grandson of the pioneers. Moving to Arizona from California, Glenn Jr. used his knowledge of seismic oil exploration to detect and track intruders.
Folks working in a southern Arizona company developing a seismic technology they say can help secure the U.S.-Mexico border. News 4 Tucson's Nathan O'Neill reports now from Hereford.
I got our pilot in sight coming in right now.
The technology is placed underground, and the moment somebody walks by, it detects them.
So instead of just having one little area that's covered, we can cover an entire border or entire perimeter of an airport.
As Michael King explains, the technology they have developed over the last few years is hypersensitive, capable of distinguishing if a group of people is walking nearby or whether an aircraft is flying overhead. That's appealing to State Senator Al Melvin, who has strong concerns about border security.
But as you can see, we've got fence here that's pretty sophisticated, so now we have to fill in the gaps with this technology.
People red.
Now called SIDAR,
People red.
the system has been used to catch smugglers.
People red. People red. People red.
The system was patented and a new drone system added.
People red. People red. People red. People red. People red.
This new technology picks up if a person, car, or animal is walking along the border. And once it does, a signal is sent and the drone takes off.
Solar powered, out of sight, can run any length of the border.
The American Border Patrol says although the system doesn't necessarily replace a real wall, it can perform like a virtual wall by assuring detection and apprehension. During their testing, the automated drones found people on foot and inside a driving car after they set off sensors.
And it can pick up people 500 feet into Mexico. So by the time they get to the border, there's a drone there waiting for them.
Glenn's pioneering technology is ready to go to back up President Trump's wall.
People red.